Got a new toy.
I do.
There you go. Focus in on this ugly, ugly thing. Oh, you go.
It's as mean as hell. See, you even cut it down more.
What's that?
There's less there than there was 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, no.
Haven't seen you.
Check out all the fish, man. Look at how beautiful those guys. All the bluegill right here. Look at them all. There's like a set of like 20, 25 there.
Yeah, wow.
Tons of little tiny guys. There's probably 100,000 fish in this pond right here. All shitting. So it's got to be impossible for the shit to not kill the fish, so there must be something in there that's eating the shit. I'm feeding them shitty food, ground up animals and stuff. Come on, they're eating acid, shitting in weird stuff. Parasites in here everywhere, everywhere. So why doesn't this lake have all the weeds and all the shit and all the bugs and all the things that would cause all these things that are shitting in it to cause pollution?
Perfect balance within its own ecosystem.
But why? Because I've introduced microbes in here that actually eat up all of their shit, because that's what they eat is shit. They're shit eaters. So I put a lot of them in. Put yeast in. Yeast love to eat shit. Okay? Hungry. I used to go ahead and actually, you can do a yeast enema with yeast. Goes inside and actually, remember, this is hungry to eat shit.
Yeah. You're talking not brewer's yeast, no?
Yeah. All many types of yeast. You can get it at Costco. Big sense. So I use this. Look at what it does to my lake here. Okay? Cleans this thing up. Changes the whole flora, the terrain, and it makes everybody that's shitting in it and eating in it actually have a good time. Because look, there's not one bit of, you can tell the turtles. The turtles would have junk on their back. They'd have moss on their back, and it tells you, like this guy's got a little bit of moss on here. He just probably came out of hibernation still, but everybody's clean.
Yeah.
The other ones I have, you can tell the sick turtles, you can't see any of their stripings on their back.
Right.
They're all sick. They've got a growth. They've got something like a person's got a bunch of shit growing on their skin. Sylvia gua sha'd my back in there, just one part black stuff came. I mean, on the towel, pure black. I can't get my back, so she did my. See where it's probably red?
Yeah, I do. Wow.
Yeah, she did my back.
Get a load of that. Let's see. Get a load of that. See?
No, it's probably all little markings.
Little bruising, little redness.
I had 100 veins like a road map on my back this morning when she was doing me over there. I've never seen that before.
That's what I need. Definitely.
Well, it's actually the two gorillas pick the fleas off each other. You can't get it all, but you can get most of yourself. But you still need to fine tune, man. You still need someone to go through. You can get the big parts.
Yeah.
And you have someone go through and groom you.
Right.
You go on some type of alternative conscious movement, which would be lay in the sun and relax, close your eyes, put some music on, and have someone work on you for an hour.
That's why the sauna is so amazing. That's what I do with the gua sha. It opens the pores. They actually want to get squeezed and poured and all that pus coming out of you. That's why when you start doing saunas and detoxification under hot and pressure, you will remove tens of times of cleansing and not even getting your blood pressure up and sweating it out.
You got to soften your body, and that's why you got to sweat it out. But secondarily, you got to use a solvent to be able to get out the stuff that's stuck inside and cemented, like the cement I'm standing on. It doesn't come off. You can scrape it, try to, but it just bruises and it bleeds. And then it actually even comes back even worse than it was. So in order to clean up the stuff that's actually corroded on your bumper, you have to be smart enough to use a corrosive type of element that would be non-corrosive to the body.
You introduce that as fulvic acid?
Fulvic, humic, olmic, and other types of acids like lemon, malic acid, which is raw vinegar, all those types of acids. Some are light, some are very strong.
I see.
And so you're trying to use a variety of acids because other acids basically have certain requirements that are better to take out aluminum versus actually certain requirements that you want to get the core clean, and I use that heavy, high concentrate fulvic, humic, and olmic acid. But I use it different though. I put MSM in it, and I put silicon in it so it's not dry.
Right.
And I want to make it so these are minerals in there, but these are lacking these minerals. So I add a lot of silicon because we know the skin tissue needs silicon for, look how big my veins are, because they're full of silicon. They even have the branches off the branches. Okay? So you can see the branch on top of the branch, And look at the branch on top of that branch. And so when I gua sha, everything is free. But if you don't use the solvents to do it right, all you're doing is tearing your shit up. And your face, you got to do different. I'm experimenting with mine now because mine was really jacked before. I had big pathetic cheeks full of yeast, mold, and fungus. I had a little bit of a chin here, big. I had 14 mercury fillings, so I had full of pus.
Right, you had a lot of...
Full.
The body actually puts out like a nice curtain, a resistance form of some absorbing the mercury. And that's why the body will crave the yeast, the things the yeast and the mold and the funguses desire, because they need that barrier. Otherwise, you'd be toxic and you'd die in a day.
Think of the yeast, mold, and fungus are only in there because there's a vibration that lets them so they can live, and they control the vibration tune because that's their tune. So once you get 51% critical factor of these yeast, mold, fungus, candida, and different types of energetic vampires, then they control your energy because they're in control of you because they're 51% you and you're 49% them.
Right.
So it's just like a corporation. If someone's got 51% of the corporation, they own the sound gun. They have the rule of the roost. So if you got 49% of the population, then realistically you got yourself a big problem. You got yourself a problem because the microbes, that are energy vampires, they now matriculate the energy band that they want to live in, and so they tell you what to eat, they tell you when to go to sleep, and they actually are the Wizard of Oz behind the curtain. When you really see it, it's a snake. Aphrodite, remember, is a snake. It's not just a symbolism of a good-looking girl that actually attracts males. Think of this tapeworm as a snake that lives within the people that actually, the people then are the hosts of the snake that actually let them become what is called the transformer. They transform themselves from one host to another by actually, let's say I have the, in my liver, the male Phaseolopsis busci, and that's of course a certain type of tapeworm. It's really badass. It's in most everybody. Everybody. And how do you know you have tapeworms? Because if you can pinch more than an inch, brother, you got tapeworms. Definitely. I had lots. Pieces this big that came out of me. And how do you get them out without killing you? It ain't easy. And if you think you can try to kill these things, you're making a big mistake. That's why I don't use any more parasite cleansers or anything. There's an easier way. You can try that. There's nothing that is wrong. I've done them. Zen's done them. Everybody has.
Yep.
So you're going to have turbulence when you do them because now you're actually poisoning some of your own children in your body. And most likely they're going to say, bitch, man or woman, who do you think you are? I live inside you. I've been living inside you for many years, and now all of a sudden, the last second before the 11th hour, you want to kick me out of my house? Remember, it's my house too, and in fact, I own it more than you do. There's more of us in it than you.
So you're basically turning your whole house upside down, and you're rummaging through all the cupboards, and all the ghosts are coming out, and you're saying that that is too intense on your own body's ability to gracefully detox. So how do we turn it so that people can find the secrets? Should they come to the weekend?
It's step by step. It's learning how to be able to play the game. How do you play the game? Learn from others that are playing it too. How did I lose 40 pounds of baggage? I lost 40 pounds of baggage because I really put the time into it, and I had no idea what I was doing because as I look around, 80% of the population is 15 pounds plus overweight. 30% of the population is 30 pounds overweight or toxic. Okay, that's 82.5 million people. So what's the secret? Baby steps. Learning from other students. I'm not an authority, nor do I care to be one, because that means an authority has to be able to actually have an authority above them. We're just students. We share, we learn, we teach, we investigate, don't believe everything. Chicken, man. And we ignite each other to be able to play the game so we can unravel the secrets of health, the secrets of wealth, the secrets of happiness, the secrets of group and self-sustainability, because you can't be self-sustainable unless you become group sustainable. If you think you're traveling down the flat path, jump over the self-sustainable path, because that's not a good one. It's actually group sustainability, and that's what this project is. Earthship Project is a group of people coming together to, remember, unsolve the riddles of health, wealth, happiness, self and group sustainability. Not ascension, but inscension. Remember, you have to go inside first before you think you're going to go outside. So know this machine. It is the key to the mind. And a key to the mind, of course, is a big riddle. How do you get the mind to be able to say, open sesame to the next cosmic ring? This body is the key to this. Okay? It is a treasure chest. You've always had it. Now it's time to be able to actually turn the key. Tank. Load the jump program. Remember, take the red pill or the blue pill. This weekend, May 31st, what we're doing is we are putting together a convention of students that want